CNN team on every monitor screen. You were caught in the crossfire. Wherever human faces you, reaching for your missile ears. Kind of an imposition for the premonition. To save our lives, you got to envision. To save all our lives, you got to envision. And to save all our lives, you got to envision. The fiery crash, it's just a formality. And I'll start explaining. So now to mortality. Before you get on, before you get on a plane. Close your eyes and you wake up, face stuck to a vancité. Oh, the line is starting to break up. What was that you were going to say?
I was following the eye, 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 was following the pack, all swallowed in their coats, with scarves of red tied round their throats to keep their little heads from falling in the snow. And I turned round and there you go, and Michael, you would fall and turn the white snow red as strawberries in the summertime. With scarves of red tied round their throats to keep their little heads from falling in the snow. And I turn round and there you go, and Michael, you would fall and turn the white snow red as strawberries in summertime.
It matters to me. Took a long time to get here. If it would have been easy, I would not have cared. Like a tropical forest, like a carp on the beach. When all is in order, you get lost in the heat. like wonderful, wonderful, wonderful the way I feel. I feel so wonderful, wonderful, ooh, wonderful the way I feel. Done made it to me. I could take it or leave it. I can learn from way back when and still live right now. With the sun on my shoulder and the wind in my back, I will never grow older, at least not in my mind. I feel so wonderful, wonderful, wonderful the way I feel. I feel so wonderful, wonderful, wonderful the way I feel. So wonderful, wonderful, wonderful the way I feel. Oh, I feel so wonderful, wonderful, ooh, wonderful the way I feel. I'm going where there ain't no fear. I'm going where the spirit is near. I'm going where the living is easy and the people are kind. A new state of mind. I'm going where there ain't no police. I'm going where there ain't no disease. I'm going where there ain't no need to escape from what is, only spirits at ease.
Like a buzz, 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 right. Mama buzz, moving night. Como un helado derritiendo simple y es like a buzz, buzz, my buzz, como un helado derritiendo
Oh yeah, good call.
You can always say who's
I put on my clothes like a bodyguard. I put the dogs on patrol in my own backyard. I don't wanna fight, but I'm constantly ready, and I don't rock the boat, but it's always unsteady. There's an elephant in my head, and I tiptoe around it. There are eggshells on the floor, therefore I never touch the ground. It's like that old black hole. No matter how you try, you set out each day, never to arrive. I've got my eyes on the prize, but it looks just like a mystery, and it all goes by on the lonesome trail to victory. I'm drawing the blinds, I got my own four walls, man, the show really starts once the curtain falls. Take this thorn from my side, fix this chip on my shoulder. Time is racing with the clock, and I ain't getting any older. It's like that old black hole. No matter how you try, it's like that old black hole. No matter how you try, it's like that old black hole. No matter how you try, you set out each day, never to arrive. I put on my finest thread, and I wrap up my body tight with the sun in my eyes. I step into the night like the mystery in the dark. Oh, it's just another kind of light. I don't expect it to believe me, but everything is alright. I don't make rules for a living, I don't do tricks for a time. I was born on a good day, deaf, dumb, and blind. Who am I to tell the truth? Oh, I don't even know what it is. Well, I don't know how to say it, but I know that I can show you. I said I don't know how to say it, but I know that I can show you. I tie my boots up tight, and I head straight for bed. There's a pistol and a crystal underneath my pillow. There's a tender heart inside that ugly armadillo. These are tears of joy, cried the weeping willow. There's a spirit in the air, and there ain't no way around it. I was not prepared to lose it on the moment.
is what you know. So I hide my feelings, yeah, for you to find. My time. Wherever you go,
tongue-tied. It's got a memory, a refrain. I'm afraid, you're afraid, and we die and we live and we're born again. Turn me inside out, can I say? Up and around we go, 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 up and around we go. Break down, 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 break Hello? Oh, hi. Now that sounds right, front man, write love songs, you say, I like that. Hold on, I'm calling back to the bowl, and we'll dance over them all. Hold on, hold on, I'm calling back to the bowl, and we'll dance over them all. Hold on. Pick up the phone, and I want to go, and I want to go home now. Pick up the phone, and I want to go home now. Up and around we go, now. Around we go, up and 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 around we go now. Lady, come on, set me free. Come on. Sentimental, heartbreaking, everything's my fault. Sentimental, heartbreaking, everything's my fault. Hold on, I'm calling back to the bowl, and we'll dance over them all. Hold on, I'm calling back to the bowl, and we'll dance over them all. Hold on, I'm calling back to the bowl, and we'll dance over them all. Hold on, I'm calling back to the bowl, and we'll dance over them all. Hold on, I'm calling back to the bowl, and we'll dance over them all. Hold on, I'm calling back to the bowl, and we'll dance over them all. Hold on.
Body shakes, tenderly she moves me, and I first start dying hard for love.
I'm hurt, I will take your word. Leather pens, happiness, $100 by sixes, hanging with your fashionable horse. And I'm wounded, but I will take your word. You went Tom to the prom, camel did crucifix. Everyone's the same and on and on. Emerging from the football stands, clinging to his broken hand. It's over, I have seen it all before.
Hello, boys and girls. My name is Fat Lip, and this is my friend Sammy the Salmon.
What it do?
Today, we're gonna teach you some fun facts about salmon and a brand new dance. Let me introduce to you a brand new dance. I know you're gonna love it if you give it one chance. It's not complicated, it's not too hard. You don't even have to be a hip hop star. See, anyone can do it, all you need is style. Listen up, peep gang, I'ma show you how. Put your hands to the side, as silly as it seems, and shake your body like a salmon floating upstream.
Part of their life in fresh water and part of their life in salt water.
Wow, very interesting.
We change raps a couple of days after spawning, then we die.
When I first did the salmon, all the people just laughed. They looked around and stood like I was on crack. I heard somebody say out loud, what the fuck is that? This nigga's dancing like a fish while he's doing the snap. But the more I kept doing it, the more they were feeling it. And then I heard some bitches say, yo, that nigga's killing it. By the end of the night, everyone was on my team, and the whole club was dancing like a salmon floating upstream.
Most of our friends find their home waters by sense of smell, which is even more keen than that of a dog or a bear.
Wow.
My family also rely on ocean currents, tides, gravitational pull of the moon.
The moon? Fish pay attention to the moon? Wow.
Did you know
What?
that I could go to Japan and back?
You're kidding me. Amazing. Jeez.
Polluted water can kill both baby salmon that are developing and the adult salmon that are on their way to spawn.
Wow, what a shame. What a shame. Huh? Whoa. Wow. Hey, kids, hey, give it up for Sammy the Salmon and his amazing salmon dance. Huh? What do you say? All right. Who's hungry?
that much fun. Anything that I could do, never be good enough for you. If you can't help it, then just leave it alone. Leave it alone. Yeah, just forget it. It's really easy, I'll just forget it too. Coast to coast, coast to coast, I'll do what I can so you can be what you do. Coast to coast, coast to coast, I'll do everything I can so you can be what you do. Coast to coast, coast to coast, circuit rider comes every fifth Sunday. All night long, I fell asleep one day. Anything that I could do, is there anything that I could do that someone doesn't do for you, that someone didn't do for you, that I've already done for you? That's why. Here comes Dick, he's wearing a skirt. Here comes Jane, you know she's sporting a chain. Same hair evolution, same build evolution. Tomorrow who's gonna fuss? And they love each other so androgynous. Closer than you know, love each other so androgynous. Don't get him wrong, don't get him mad. He might be a father, but he sure ain't a dad. And she don't need advice that is sent to her. She's happy the way she looks, she's happy with her gender, and they love each other so androgynous. Closer than you know, love each other so androgynous. Mirror image, see no damage, see no evil at all. Cupid dolls and urinal stalls will be laughed at the way you're laughed at now. Now something meets boy and something meets girl. They both look the same, they're overjoyed in this world. Same hair evolution, unisex evolution. Tomorrow who's gonna fuss? And tomorrow Dick is wearing, and tomorrow Jane is wearing a dress. Future outcast and then all last. And today the people dress the way that they please, the way they tried to do in the last centuries. And they love each other so androgynous.
In 1984, I was hospitalized for approaching perfection. Slowly screwing my way across Europe, they had to make a correction. Broken and smoking where the infrared deer plunge in the digital snake. I tell you, they make it so you can't shake hands when they make your hand shake. I know you like to line dance, everything's so democratic and cool, but baby, there's no guidance when random rules. I know that a lot of what I say has been lifted off of men's room walls. Maybe I've crossed the wrong rivers and walked down all the wrong halls, but nothing can change the fact that we used to share a bed. And that's why it scared me so when you turned to me and said, yeah, you look like someone, yeah, you look like someone who up and left me low. Boy, you look like someone I used to know. Line dance, everything's so democratic and cool, but baby, there's no guidance when random rules. I asked a painter why the roads are colored black. He said, Steve, it's because people even know highway will bring them back. So if you don't want me, I promise not to linger. But before I go, I've gotta ask you, dear, about that tan line on your ring finger. No one should have two lives,